and welcome to Woodbridge Channel's coverage of high school sports. My name is John McCormick, your full-time mayor and part-time sports announcer. Joining me is Councilman Greg Ficarra, the former Perth Amboy athletic director. We're here tonight on the turf field at Woodbridge High School for a match between the Woodbridge Barons and the Perth Amboy Panthers. And Greg, you live in Woodbridge, you're a councilman in Woodbridge, but you've had a long history in Perth Amboy. What do you think about the game tonight?
Well, you know, the one thing I always know about Perth Amboy is they're scrappy. They have some good skilled kids. They're not usually too big, but they come out and hit you and they play well. I know Woodbridge is doing well, so we can only hope for a good game and the Barons prevail.
And Woodbridge comes in at 2-4, which sounds bad, but they have two games coming tonight and next week against J.P. Stevens. If they win both, they'll be 4-4, and they might qualify for the state tournament, which is pretty good news for the Barons. Perth Amboy comes in at 2-3, one bye week, and that's why there's a difference. So it's a game, you know, Woodbridge probably should and could win.
Right, absolutely. I think, you know, if you look at the statistics, they should, but it's a good game. It seems like every night we're together. It's a great night for football.
Beautiful night tonight. Welcome back, folks. We'll see you in a little bit for the game live from Woodbridge Channels.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please rise as the Woodbridge High School Marching Band plays the Star Spangled Banner. Tonight, the band is accompanied by members of the Woodbridge High School American Sign Language class taught by Miss Tan. The students who are located in the end zone near the flag will sign along to the Star Spangled Banner.
Welcome to Woodbridge Channel's coverage of high school sports. We are live from Woodbridge High School for a game between the 2-4 Woodbridge Barons and the 2-3 Perth Amboy Panthers. And this is John McCormick, your full-time mayor and part-time sports announcer, joined by Councilman Greg Ficarra, who forgot more about football than I'll ever know. And we're here tonight to call this game on a beautiful, beautiful Friday Night Lights game, Greg.
John, we're getting spoiled. It's like every time we call a game, we keep saying the Knights can't get any better, but they're getting better. It's unbelievable.
Woodbridge will receive the kickoff. I couldn't tell if they won and elected to receive or if Perth Amboy won and defer. But first, we got a very special play here. The teams are lining up on the 20. I'm not quite sure what's going to happen, but I would look in the backfield for Patrick Petro if I were you. I think he's been practicing all week, and I think he's going to get the ball on a handoff here.
Pretty easy to spot with those socks on.
And there's the snap. There's the handoff to Petro. He goes left. Sweep left for Petro. He's got blockers. He's turning the corner, heading for the end zone. Patrick Petro scores the first touchdown for Woodbridge tonight. And the Barons take a 6-0 lead. Patrick Petro, you know, he's the homecoming king, and he's a football star. He's the ball boy. He's just a wonderful little guy. And he just got his first ever career touchdown for the Woodbridge Barons.
Everybody's patting him on the back, John. Even the Perth Amboy Panthers went over and gave him a high five.
Yeah, it's great. That's great. Let's see that replay. That was such a cool play. Let's see it again. There's Petro. Gets the handoff.
He's got that ball tucked away. Looks good.
Going left. No one even touched him. That's how good that run was. Number 49 spikes the ball. The team's cheering him on. And there's Patrick. Happiest kid in America right now.
Everybody's high-fiving him, and he's got his pink socks on for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so high profile all the way around.
Yeah, he was the homecoming king last week against, or was it 2 weeks ago already? Yeah, 2 weeks ago, because last week we did Kennedy, North Brunswick. He got more votes than the other 6 people in the competition combined. And what I love about it is all the boys who were homecoming kid candidates told the principal, if I win, I'm giving my crown to Patrick Petro. Now Perth Amboy will kick off, and the game begins. Reasonably short kick, fielded on a fly. Up to the 30. Oh, fumble, but I think he was down. Let's see what the ref says. Doesn't matter what I think.
No indication. Oh, still Woodbridge's ball.
Yeah, it looked like he was down. It was a late fumble, but the whole team coming off confused me there because usually some guys stay on.
Yeah.
First and 10 for the Barons on their own.
The Barons come in at 2-4. The Panthers come in at 2-3. Perth Amboy obviously had a bye. Divine Santiago, number 6, running back. Number 7 is Kieri Cooper. Donovan Tabon, normally the quarterback, but he's been hurt.
In a very tight offense right there. They go into motion. Looks like a running.
Solsi, the quarterback, pitches right. Long sweep for number 6, Santiago, and nothing doing.
Carried by Santiago.
Hector
Number
Caba.
52 is Christopher Garcia. Number 54, Ednam Bradley. Number 58 is Antonio Preston Lopez. There's some of the linemen for the Barons. No gain.
They're in a very tight formation now.
Right,
no
nobody
wide
left,
receivers.
nobody right. Oh, bad snap. He just got to get on it, fall on it. Good move. If he tried to pick it up and throw it, that would have been more damage than it was. And as it is, that is, oh my goodness, 14, 17, 18-yard loss.
Recovery by Solse. Third and long for the Barons on their own 17-yard.
Now the Barons go into a split, 2 split ends.
They'll have to pass something here.
Third down.
Quick fake.
Draw inside.
Boy, that didn't go anywhere.
Well, didn't fool the Panthers. They stayed home on that one.
No gain on the play. Fourth and long for the Barons.
That was number 24, Jose Leon.
On their own 16-yard line.
So, an awful start for Woodbridge. Can't tell what numbers back to punt. These numbers are not easy to read.
Yeah, we said that the last time.
We always say that. Maybe the guy should just turn after every blow. Now, low snap, it's going to be trouble, but he gets it off. Not a good kick, but oh my, it's going to be around the inside the 40. Perth Amboy's going to take over.
Let's see if the Barons can buckle down on defense now.
Oh, they better. Good field position to start. That's the 33. That's almost exactly the same spot Woodbridge started, which is not good because Woodbridge was in their own territory, and now Perth Amboy's in Woodbridge territory.
On the Barons 38-yard line.
See if we can get you some of the starters for the Barons on defense. 1st and 10 for Perth Amboy.
Perth Amboy in a spread offense.
Handoff right. Picks up 3 and then swarmed on there by a couple of Barons. Can't tell who. Guess I should watch the monitor. It's easier. It looked like it was Antoine Hall. I got to get used to watching the monitor. I'm not good at it. I like watching the game, but you really can't see the numbers back there. Pickup of about 2. 2nd and 8, 3 receivers left, or as you like to call it, trips. Shotgun, back to pass, quick slant. Number 5, nice move, and he's swallowed up. Going to be several yards short of the 1st down.
Barons, a whole host of Barons in on that.
Number 73, the big man, Amir Mustafa. He goes to 6'3", 295. He's only a little bit bigger than me.
Big dude.
I'm 6'3", not quite 295. 3rd down now and about 5 for Perth Amboy. We are live from TV 35, and I think we're live on Facebook.
Perth Amboy stays in their spread offense. Woodbridge showing blitz.
Snap roll right, pressure, nail throw, wow. Number 50 stuck it to him, Keyshawn Clausel, a 5'10", 175-pound sophomore, and he stuck it to the quarterback. Knocked him for a 10-yard loss.
Woodbridge brought the house on that, and Perth Amboy didn't have enough guys to block him up front, so that was a clean shot on the quarterback.
And now Kieri Cooper will go back to receive the punt.
Nice.
I was almost going to ask if it was 4-down territory if we didn't quite get the 1st down, but not at 4th and 15.
Not after that sack. Yep.
4th and 3 or 4 maybe. Gary's down at about his 11-yard line. The punter will go from his 45. Snap, punt off to the right, out of everybody's reach. And it's just going to stay there and be down by the Panthers just across the 20-yard line. So on a field position exchange, Woodbridge loses about 12 yards.
We'll see if they can settle down on offense now. Both teams struggling.
They caught a real break because when they got the ball in that kind of field position, it couldn't get a 1st down at least. That's a huge break for Woodbridge.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely.
75 for Woodbridge is Jordan Harris. 70 looks like 3. I think I said Amir Mustafa. Number 24 is Jose Leon. Nothing doing. Oh, maybe he's broken up a little, but chased down. Okay, game.
Made something out of nothing there.
I can't tell, is that quarterback, is that Sulci or Hinkle?
That
Sulci,
run,
okay, it is Sulci.
That run was by Chase Monica, number 21. Panthers, I mean, the Barons again are in their tight formation.
Sulci hands off, up the middle, nothing doing. Who was that? I couldn't see who ran that.
No, I didn't miss it myself. I was watching the offense.
But you didn't get any yards. Another 3rd down for the Barons. 3rd and about 4.
3rd and 4.
Sulci back.
They're in an unbalanced line, Woodbridge. Unbalanced right, and they run up the middle.
Nice run
down.
Across the 40 goes number 6, Divine Santiago.
John, Woodbridge was at an unbalanced line. They put an extra down lineman on the right side. I think that confused Amboy. They didn't shift over, and that created that gap for that nice run.
1st down for the Barons. 1st one of the game on the 2nd drive. Snap, handoff up the middle. Oh, not. Gets popped right there just as he cut back. That's Santiago again.
Look like the same formation to the left side this time, but it's creating a gap in the middle of the field.
No huddle. Woodbridge going right.
Unbalanced to the right side.
Yep. And he goes that way.
Same play.
Nothing doing. Did the ball hit the ground? Almost. I thought it might have. Santiago now picks up another yard. 3rd down and 7. Passing situation.
Woodbridge sticking with the no huddle. You see the players reading off their wristbands.
Thanks.
Spread, they're in a spread now.
And looks like timeout Barons.
Timeout Barons, their first timeout.
Boy, I hope there was something really confusing there, because I hate to see timeouts used this early, but
yeah, I thought I heard the coach yelling out some signals there, but they did switch over to their spread offense. They had a 3rd and long, so.
Seems every time they do, you know, a random timeout early in the half, they always wind up needing them at the end.
Yeah.
In our first play this evening,
boy, this game of Woodbridge and Perth Amboy, 2 high schools that have been around for a long, long time.
Right. Didn't they used to play on Thanksgiving? No, Carteret played Perth Amboy,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, for many years. I think that's the longest running Thanksgiving game in Middlesex County. One of the longest in the state.
Oh, yeah?
We would like to wish best of luck to our marching Barons who will compete in states this week.
3rd and 7 now. Number 21 for Woodbridge is Chance Modica.
He had a nice run before. Made a little something out of nothing.
Mention as many guys as I can. Shotgun. Fake pitch. Run left. He's still up, but no, not going to do it. Not going to get the first. Picks up maybe 2. And the Barons will have to punt.
Early on here, both teams struggling on offense. They're just not finding. Woodbridge had a little success with that unbalanced line running up the middle, but they went to the well one too many times, I think. Finally, Perth Amboy shifted over.
Solsi's also the punter.
That was like a line drive.
Fielding on one hop. Oh, block in the back. And he could go. Got to cut back. He does. I don't see a flag, but I thought I saw a block in the back. Oh, there it is. All right, we're good. We're good. Brings it back to the 40, which would have been the same spot that they started the last drive in almost. A little worse, but it's going to come back against Perth Amboy.
Penalty is a block in the back on the Barons. Excuse me, on the Panthers.
If we get a chance to see that again, it would be good.
Yeah, it was a pretty obvious block. I normally don't pick up penalties that like that, but that was pretty flagrant. So they will start at their own 37.
Receiving team.
Let's see the replay. Watch the top of the screen. There.
Yeah, it comes right in.
Throws the Woodbridge guy flying.
Not only did he hit him in the back, but he hit him hard.
Yeah. 1st and 10, Perth Amboy from the 37-yard line. John McCormick, Greg Ficarra, Woodbridge Channels, TV 35, live on a Friday night. Handoff other way. Motion right and taken down behind the line by number 58, Antonio Prestine Lopez.
Perth Amboy trying a little counter on the inside, but Lopez stayed home, and he was right there to make that play.
I've called him Preston Lopez, but tonight in senior night they announced him as Prestine. So we will correct that. 2nd down now and 13 to go for Perth Amboy.
13 for the Panthers on their own 34-yard line.
Perth Amboy's yet to attempt a pass. Now they do. Complete to number 7 out in the left. Oh, he makes a move and gets by, and now he gets pushed out of bounds. Nice move by Devon Santiago, saving a touchdown.
O'Neal to Jack. Pass complete. 1st down, Panthers.
Those are the 2 key players on the Perth Amboy offense, that number 7 and 15, O'Neal and Jack.
38-yard line.
First down now from the Woodbridge 38. That was about a 25-yard pickup.
Long count.
Very long count. Back, rush, sacked. Number 50 is Keyshawn Clausel.
They're having a hard time blocking him. That's the second one. He had that sack. You know, Amboy's not picking him up because he's just coming straight in.
I have to give you a disclaimer, folks. We are from Woodbridge. We are in Woodbridge. I'm the mayor. Greg's the councilman. We love Perth Amboy. Great city, our neighbor. Love your kids. We just want Woodbridge to win.
No bones about it. Spread offense again. Formation for the Panthers.
2nd and 20. Going deep. Picked off right to Woodbridge. If he can get by this guy. Down the sideline, cuts it back, hoping to go out of bounds. Now he could go. Number 21, Chance Modica. He could go all the way to the corner of the end zone, and he's going to. Pick 6, Woodbridge.
That's a spark.
There's a flag, and there is a flag. Let's not get too excited. They're calling it back.
All in the back.
Darn.
Really nice effort. That was a great effort.
Must have been the same thing, a block in the back or something like that. He looked like the intended receiver. The ball went right to him.
Yeah, I think he overthrew the receiver and it went right to him. He just did a fabulous job over here on the 40-yard line in that scrum. He just came out.
Yeah, danced along the sideline and cut back, but it's all for naught.
That's a tough one when you do that. Tough.
That was exciting, though.
Absolutely. I picked up, John, the Woodbridge defensive line, depending on what side the back is on offense, they shift over to that side. So the coaches must have picked up something in their scouting report.
Penalties, a holding on the Barons.
Wow, so Perth Amboy gets the ball. That might have been the problem.
Maybe the reason the receiver was not near the ball was because he was held.
That could have been it. Let's see if we see this again. If you see the...
What a turn of events. Instead of a pick 6, it's a penalty the other way, and won't be a first down because they had 2nd and 20. I guess his microphone's not working, or he didn't turn it on. We can't hear him.
He works. It works. He's not turning it on.
There's the play. Let's see if I can't see any holding yet. Oh, right there,
right
maybe.
There,
right there.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah, so he couldn't go after the ball.
That's exactly what happened. The receiver couldn't get it. So it's 2nd down and 9 for Perth Amboy now. Still tough position to be in, and they saved themselves 6 points the other way.
All right. See the defensive line shifted. Now they shifted back over because the back came to the left of the quarterback. So that's got to be something they picked up in a scouting report.
Quarterback wide open. Oh, he dropped it right to him. Won't be long, though, before Woodbridge, adjust their, or Perth Amboy adjust their offense to counter that.
Yeah. There must be some tendencies for them to run towards the side of that back, because they make that adjustment every time. Right up here in the press box to the right of us, Perth Amboy coach is a Woodbridge Township Hall of Famer, Mike Manfrey, coaching for the Panthers.
Had a lot of basketball with Mike Manfrey, the Knights of Columbus League years ago. I was his favorite teammate because all I did is set picks for him. And if he ever got the rebound, I'd just give it back to him. Quick pass out in the right. The numbers favor Perth Amboy. They do get a big gain, and they got the first on 3rd and 9.
It's a quick screen to the right.
Plenty of blockers out there.
Yep, they just got some people to move out there. They put the back in motion, so it was just outnumbered. They had more people than the Barons did.
Yeah, Mike grew up in Island, went to JFK. He actually played minor league baseball and got to AAA with the Cincinnati Reds.
Mike is, any game, he's tremendous. He's a tremendous golfer, basketball.
Amazing athlete.
Yep.
1st and 10 now for the Panthers on the Woodbridge 23. Snap, handoff. Number 1 breaks off tackle right. All alone, heading in and
bam.
Popped. Oh, I couldn't see who popped him. Looked like Santiago again.
Yeah, I think so.
He was drilled, but not before he got a first down again.
That was just a straight up the middle, a little delay on the handoff. The Barons are coming strong on their initial charge, and they ran right by it.
Right, he countered just one. Yeah. First and 10 from the 11 and change there, so they can get a first down. Perth Amboy with a very good drive here.
Back stacked.
Helped by the penalty.
Directly behind the quarterback.
Stopped behind the line and thrown for a loss by...
Same play.
Number 23, Jesus Cabrera.
Tackled by Cabrera.
They'll lose about 5, maybe 6. Woodbridge had 3 big plays for losses.
Perth Amboy opting to have the plays come in with a runner or player.
That's good as long as they rotate, because when the quarterback keeps going back and forth and back and forth, I don't like to see that, because then they get tired. 2nd and 16 for the Panthers.
Looks like Barons are coming again.
Looks right over the middle and nothing doing. He was covered. You give credit for that sack. Let's see who got him. Number 75 took him down. Jordan Harris.
73.
73 took him down. And Amir Mustafa.
Yep.
But I'll tell you right there, it's number 8 is Nathaniel Nieves. It looked like he had him covered. He looked for a quick pop right over the middle, but Nieves was right with him, and that forced him to hold the ball and get sacked. That was a quick shot, but they never got the pass off because of the defense. So
that was just an out-and-out bull rush by the defensive line right there. They overpowered the Panthers.
The defensive back can't get credit for half a sack, but coach sure knows that he had everything to do with it. Oh. 5 yards against the Barons. Big number 72 checks in, Keith Gilmore. He comes in at 5'10", 270.
5-yard penalty will remain 3rd down.
So 3rd now and about 19. Probably 4-down territory unless we have a kicker. I don't know much about Perth Amboy. I don't know anything about Perth Amboy's team, but they probably go for them 4th, and they roll right with the quarterback. He's pressured, cuts up, going himself, takes it to the middle, and he's stopped. Maybe picked up 5. Still going to be 14 short of a first. And let's see if they have a kicker. A couple of guys coming on now. I mean, they have a kicker, but I don't know if this is within his range. Looks like they're going to kick. So let's see, they're on the 15, add 10, and add 7, so 32-yard field goal. Not an easy one for a high school kid.
No, it looks like, can't tell if he's off to the side.
Let's see what happened here. The whistle blows. Is it a timeout?
Oh, no, it's the end of the quarter.
Oh, I wasn't even paying attention.
Yeah, yep. I wasn't either.
So the quarter ends. 0-0 Woodbridge, Perth Amboy. The first play of the second quarter. Perth Amboy will be trying a 32-yard field goal. Good defensive struggle first half. Woodbridge, as we said before, 3 big plays for losses.
Yeah, it seems that they come up with the big plays when they need them. They seem to be controlling that line of scrimmage. Anytime that Perth Amboy has some success on offense, it's usually with a little deception, like a counter or a delayed handoff. A couple of those quick passes, that quick screen they ran is good. As I said to you in the beginning of the game, John, when we were on the field, Amboy always has pretty talented kids. It's a matter of being able to sustain.
They always seem fast.
Yeah.
Like a fast team. Like you said, scrappy. That always seems to describe them. Woodbridge needs a win here to win next week against J.P. Stevens. That should be easier than this. Stevens doesn't have many wins.
And actually, I guess Amboy, you can say, is the same thing. They're both in the same boat.
If they win them out, they both make the play. The Amboy would make the playoffs also.
Amboy has never made the playoffs in the history of the playoff system.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
We were, one year we were 6-2 and we didn't qualify. Back in those days it wasn't.
Fake all the way. They got a receiver open. They throw it to him. No good. He's out of bounds. I couldn't even tell if he caught it, but he's out. He might have caught it, but he's out. There he is. Good defense. Is that number 3 right there? Let's see if we can see who that is.
Yeah.
That was a fake from the get-go.
That was a nice
number
pass.
6 that was Divine Santiago on the defense. He had him covered like a blanket.
And
left him a very limited room to get the ball.
Yeah.
He caught it, but Divine must have known that he had room because he did not land in bounds, and Woodbridge will take over.
He did a good job of using the sideline as another defender.
Yes, he did. He's having a good game so far. We've called this like the 3rd game I think we've done for Woodbridge. We saw him play Colonia, Kennedy, and now Perth Amboy.
Woodbridge is way spread out with 4
left. Quick pass left. Oh, up in the air. No good. Boy, I thought the Perth Amboy guy was going to grab it in the air. That would have been devastating. I'd love to see that play again.
Yeah, I can't see what happened there. Did Woodbridge?
Well, you're blocked kind of by the screen.
Yeah, I'm peeking.
Let's go see it again. Quick pass. In and out of the hands, and look at the ball. Oh, either one of them could have had it. Look at that. Number 14. Oh, boy, he had that.
I think it hit the receiver in the helmet. That thing just bounced out of there.
But what happened here? How did we get 4 yards?
Yeah, I don't.
Incomplete pass.
How did they advance that? That's what they're talking about now. Can we see that replay again? Because the ball definitely hit the ground.
Yeah. All right, there we go. Ball's up in the air. Perth Amboy has it, then Woodbridge. There's no way Woodbridge had it.
It's a dead ball, right? That's a dead ball. So it's a pass incomplete. Should be back on the line of scrimmage.
Right. How in the world could they give Woodbridge 4 yards on that?
All right, let's call down and tell them we saw it on the replay.
Let's get Aaron Andrews on the sideline report.
I am quite surprised.
They're back to first. They're 2nd and 10 now. It still says first, but it's 2nd and 10. That was odd, but they got the call right.
They got it right.
They still have first down.
In the end, they got it right.
Oh, fumble, Woodbridge. Uh-oh, ball's on the ground, and Perth Amboy has this one.
A lot of miscues here. 2 in a row. Can't give any team that kind of chance.
Let's see that again. We'll see what happened. I don't think he ever had it. Nope, never had it.
Yeah.
And then he sort of got it back, and he's pushed off the ball, which helped a lot. Number 58 pushed the runner off the ball, so he couldn't recover it.
Yeah, that was a bad exchange.
And just like that, 1st and 20. 1st and 10 from the 20 for Perth Amboy. Best field position they've had all night. Let's see if they can capitalize.
And that spread formation.
And they're going for the end zone. Almost picked back off by number 21, Chance Marika.
Not afraid to throw that ball, though, that's for sure.
Monica is how you pronounce the name. We've been pronouncing this guy's name wrong for 3 years, and we apologize. I just asked again. We ask every time we call the game, and it's Monica.
Just get a little excited in the action there. Good defense by the secondary there.
Yes, they had a good coverage everywhere.
And
now it's 2nd and 20. 2nd and 10 from the 20. I keep saying that. Oh, no, wait, no, they're in the 15, my bad, 14.
Woodbridge bringing the house here.
2 left receivers, 2 right receivers. Oh, that's all. It's definitely against Perth Amboy. Center moved.
Yeah, absolutely.
The center moved. That'll take them back.
It's a little intimidating when the Barons bring their linebackers up and everybody in the world knows they're blitzing. They shook the center a little bit.
So 2nd down and about 15. Barons would love to see Perth Amboy settle for a field goal try again here. Although they didn't go for the last one.
And now they're backing off.
Handoff left. Nothing doing. Big number 73 grabs him up top.
You notice
and
on that
58 had him down below. That was Antonio Prestine Lopez and Amir Mustafa.
I'm looking out the side window here, but that was clearly an option play. The quarterback had the opportunity to pull that ball out and keep it himself, but he decided to hand it off. 3rd and 13. This is not exactly a good setup for us right here, but we're doing it.
They want me to move over a little bit?
No, that's okay. I'm peeking. Looking out the side window.
Yeah, it's not easy sitting there. And these windows all have the panels down between them, so it's hard to get a perfect view.
Amboy in a spread
3rd
offense.
13, snap. The receiver falls down, now it's over his head. Number 58 came in and leveled the quarterback, no penalty. That's Antonio Prestine Lopez. The receiver slipped and the ball went over his head. Good break for the Barons, and it's 4th and 13. So now it would be a 17 and 17, 34-yard field goal. Just even a little longer than the last one, which was a fake from the get-go. Let's see what they do here. But now the Barons know they can do it. Snap, hold, kick. It's wide left and short. Not too short.
Kick is no good.
It was looking shorter than it was, but it doesn't matter. Woodbridge fumbles and dodges a bullet.
Both teams trying to find their way offensively here. They can't put things together. Reminiscent a little bit of a couple of weeks ago with Woodbridge and JFK. They seemed to be struggling a little bit, and then it was
Although in the second half they put some points on the board there.
And then it went into that overtime. That was very exciting.
That was a fun game to call.
Yeah, absolutely. Got into that overtime, and we had to review the rules, right?
Yeah, I don't know the rules. I wish I had time to actually be an announcer. You know, do research.
Yeah, well,
handoff left, stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe he got back.
Wow. Somebody had to miss a blocked assignment there. That player would look like he was untouched.
Jose Leon there with the carry. Woodbridge mixing Nick Nyers on offense. He's playing defense only. He's got an ankle problem, and coach told me before the game he doesn't want to see him twisted running on offense, where you have to do a lot more cutting, I guess. And snap, a lot of rush. Wow, that was too slow to develop, and that did not work.
Yeah. Good penetration by the Amboy defensive line.
That's going to be a 7-yard loss.
It's uncharacteristic of the Woodbridge offensive line was so strong in that JFK game.
Woodbridge right now has got negative yards, and we are 2 minutes and change into this second quarter, so 14 minutes of ball, and they have negative yards on offense. Celsi snap, handoff to Cooper, turns around, nothing doing, gets back to where the line of scrimmage was, and they'll be punting with a 4th and 15 or 16.
Good contained by the left side of the Panthers defense. Kind of held that edge.
A lot of negative plays tonight. 3 on the Woodbridge defense and 2 on the Perth Amboy defense. And now it looks like a timeout. I didn't see the call.
9 minutes left in the half.
Timeout, Panthers.
There was a Perth Amboy timeout. Now both teams have 2 left.
Just a great night. I know we said it time and time again, but another special night this far in
it's
October.
October 20th. It couldn't be colder, and I'm in short sleeves.
Absolutely. I spent the past week on a lot of college campuses running the college fairs, and just seeing the kids out in shorts and t-shirts. It's like it was like spring semester.
What state were you in?
I was up in Boston, up at Mount Ida College. I was at Western Connecticut State University, American International College in Springfield. And where else? That's 3. I was in 4. But anyway, the point is it was like a spring semester, not fall semester.
Woodbridge punter on his own 3-yard line. Perth Amboy at the 50 to receive it, so they're giving him credit for a lot of leg here. Let's see what he can do with it. Snap's good, kick's good, not too deep. Let's see if it gets a Woodbridge bounce.
Wow.
Not really. So Perth Amboy will take over again inside the Woodbridge 40.
Yep. That other college, John, was Assumption College in Worcester, Mass., which is a Division II, beautiful school. A lot of nice schools up in New England.
Aren't there like 50 colleges and universities within from the center of Boston? Aren't there like 50 schools within a few miles?
Yeah, there's a bunch of them, and one is nicer than the next. All right, it's just all. And they have a nice New Jersey flavor up there. There's a lot of New Jersey kids on the roster.
I love the city of Boston. I just can't stand the Red Sox or the Patriots for that matter.
I think Dennis Dowd said that when we were there.
1st and 10 from the 26 of Woodbridge. How many times you take over 1st and 10 from the enemy 26? This is great field position. Low snap, back to pass again. Gets by, everybody goes to the end zone. Got him. Touchdown, bad. Perth Amboy Panthers.
Wow, that was some
He got up high. Who is that, number 21? You got the roster?
Yeah, I do. It's O'Neal. Yeah.
He got up high. We got to see that one again. He's not a big guy.
Yep,
after the extra point attempt.
Brandon Seho.
Quarterback made a great play. He dodged 2 Barron defenders, snuck through them, and fired a strike to the end zone.
And he
was going for him all the way.
The guy that caught the touchdown pass is the holder on the extra point, 21. Brandon Seho.
That makes a lot of teams do that. They got somebody holding who's an athlete who can run the ball if he has to.
Plus has good hands.
Kick is good, looks like.
Yeah,
yes, it is.
Drive.
Let's see that play again. We're not going to want to see it, but we will. Now watch him escape trouble. 1, 2 guys.
That was an athletic play right there.
Throws it. Look at that pass. Look at that
He
catch.
goes up.
Wow. You know what's good? He just dropped the ball.
Yeah, he went up high for that. That's for sure.
Yeah,
that was a.
What is it? Does it show his size and weight on the stats for Perth Amboy?
Let me just take a look. See here. 21. He says he's 5'6", 150 pounds, and I think that's stretching it.
Yeah.
Maybe that's when he's wet.
But he got up to 7 foot with that leap.
That was an athletic move, very athletic move, because the defender was right there. It's not like the defender was off.
The pass was perfect. And Perth Amboy with a 7-0 lead, 8:47 to go in the half.
See if our Barons can respond.
They got to start throwing some passes. Short kick. Oh, they better get on it.
It just died.
They better get on it. Boy, we dodged a bullet there, too. When that kick, people don't understand. Once it goes 10 yards, it's a live ball. It makes a funky bounce the other way, and if you don't cover it up, it's their ball, and we almost lost another one.
That's why the
flag on the play.
That's why the football has points on both ends, because you never know where it's going to bounce.
I'd love to see that again, Lee, if you can, while they figure out what this penalty is. Here comes the play. Watch the bounce. Not a long kick.
It just died when it hit the ground.
Yep.
Right there, it just died.
He didn't pick it up right away, and the Perth Amboy guy had it. Right there, whoever that guy was that covered it for us made a huge play.
The Baron was looking ahead while he was trying to pick up the ball and didn't really get a good handle on it.
So Woodbridge, 1st and 10 from. Is it a penalty? Oh, there's a penalty on Woodbridge to boot.
I don't know what the call was.
Insult to injury. It's a 10-yard penalty. It's going to be Woodbridge 1st down at their own 16. I don't think have we been across midfield yet?
Not that I know.
On their own 16-yard line.
Pitch left.
Pitch.
Nothing doing. Baby picked up 2. That's Santiago again. Don't you get the feeling that Woodbridge has to air it out? We've got nothing on the ground.
You know, what I mentioned to you before, it looks like it's night and day with the offensive line from Woodbridge. I mean, I remember we interviewed them after the game. They were solid. If it speaks to the speed of the Panthers' defensive front.
Fake. Finally throws it. No one's looking. Oh, there it is. Didn't seem like anybody was looking for it, but it was number 7, Kerry Cooper, who's jumped up for it.
That was a
there
middle.
Were 3 blockers ahead of him. I couldn't even tell who the receiver was.
Yeah, that was a middle screen. That was.
Didn't look like Cooper was in the right spot, or the throw didn't go to the right place. It didn't matter. It was a penalty against Woodbridge.
John, the middle screens have a tendency to look like a train wreck. You know, there's what happens is the offensive lineman bumps the defensive guys and lets them go.
Okay.
So now the defenses go, and then he just loops the ball over the top, and it was a very well, a good call. It just wasn't executed too well.
And then pushed him back. Yeah, another penalty. We've seen 3 Woodbridge games now, and the Barons are a penalty-plagued team.
They're just out of sync. They're out of sync right now.
2nd down and 13. Forget the razzle-dazzle. Just fade back and throw it. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Quarterback keeper up the middle. Breaks away now. Not a quarterback keeper. It's back to number 7, Kerry Cooper. And he's pretty darn close to a 1st down.
Yeah.
If he doesn't have it, he's short by less than a yard. Let's see where they mark it. And at that spot there, he might have it.
Should be a 1st down, yeah.
Cooper with the biggest gain of the day, an 11-yard rush for the Barons.
And they were in it's like a double stack formation, which looks like a passing formation.
It still says, now they say 1st. So it was a Baron 1st down.
But they didn't shift the chains.
They called the play without shifting the chains.
Oh, dear Lord.
And now Barons sweep left, cut back. Another 1st down. That is Santiago. 2 big plays in a row for the Barons, but I can't tell what the heck happened because the chains weren't in.
Well, you got a 1st down, that's for sure. They just set the chains right as the player was running.
It had to be about a 12-yard gain, would you say? I got to give them something.
Yeah, here. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Another handoff up the middle. Now they're running the ball. Look at that. Fumbles. Perth Amboys got it.
Holy mackerel.
Oh, my goodness.
Jeez, they finally get a spark going.
Oh, man, they're just rolling, and 2 straight double-digit gains.
Lee, let's see that again if we can here while the play is transitioning.
Oh, he gets popped.
Yeah, he hits them nice and low.
And there's the ball on the ground, and there's Perth Amboy picking it up.
That was a textbook tackle by the Panthers' number 9, Henry Carino.
So we still haven't sniffed it. We've sniffed the 50-yard line. We're 2 yards away, but we have not crossed the 50 all game. And we've been playing for 17 minutes. Perth Amboy 1st and 10, Woodbridge 48. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Quarterback keeper left. Comes back, but nothing doing. The Baron defense swarms on him. How do you like that? 2 good plays.
Yeah, they looked like Woodbridge finally had a little momentum. They were doing their hurry-up offense.
Yep.
They had the Barons off. And I just think that was a good play by that tackler for Perth Amboy. He just really did. It was a textbook
right
tackle.
To the ball, yep.
Textbook tackle. Looked like it was a gain of 2 yards, John, maybe?
Gain of about 2, yeah. I'm not really keeping Perth Amboy stats. It's hard enough keeping one team. 2nd and 8 for the Perth Amboy Panthers now. Up 7-0. Low snap, quarterback keeper. Got room left, he's all by himself. He cuts left, all the way, somebody coming behind him. Gets, just short of the end zone. Who was that?
That was a great play.
Carried by Jack.
Looks like 21 caught him right behind, Chance Monica. He was out covering a receiver.
1st and goal.
Boy, he thought he had it all the way. He wasn't thinking anybody was coming from there. And all of a sudden, look at that. Monica comes in, and boom, gets him down at the 1.
Yep.
That wasn't Monica.
That was 23, Jesus Cabrera. That was a great effort by
that
Jesus.
certainly was.
Great effort.
Let's hope they can stop him and make it worth something. First and goal at the 1. Stacked line, nothing doing. Middle of the Barons defense holds. Second down and goal from the 2.
Nothing worse than getting caught from behind.
Well, he didn't expect it. He didn't even hear him coming.
Second and goal for the Panthers.
I mean, had he known, he might have even stepped it up a bit and gotten that extra yard or 2.
Great effort by Cabrera on that.
That was a nice
save
play.
That touchdown. Geez, it looks like it's the length of a football from here, John.
Yeah, it does. It's hard to judge, but yet the marker is kind of on the almost on the 2-yard line.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, it's just tough to see from here. It's easier to watch it on the screen.
Yeah, it really is. Quarterback again. This time it looks like he got in and got pushed back, but maybe not. No, not giving it to him. 3rd and short.
Carried by O'Neal. Short gain on the play.
Happiest guy in the field will be Cabrera if they stop him here.
Oh my gosh, where is that?
No one he prevented a touchdown.
Let's see where that ball is, Lee. Can we get a close up on that ball? Goodness gracious.
The nose of the ball is on an inch from the paint.
Yeah. Oh, that's a great shot right there. Yep, that gives you a good perspective. Nice guy. Nice work, guys. Good work, crew. That was awesome. Oh, over the top. I think he broke the plane.
Yes, he did. He did. Touchdown, Perth Amboy.
You know, 2 times before that, they went down low. Right. That time he actually jumped up and he broke the plane, and I guess the officials were in a good position to see that. And we saw by that close-up that the crew did how close they were. So it's not like they had far to go. Over. Yeah.
Extra point attempt now, always important. Looks good.
Very good kick.
I don't know how many high school games we've done over the years where it just comes down to the extra points.
Yeah, yeah.
So Perth Amboy with 4:18 to go in the second quarter takes a 14-0 lead. Well, let's see the leap over the line. No, he just went right up. He didn't even...
Yep, he broke the plane.
He just jumped.
And then he protected the ball pretty well. He did a pretty good job of protecting the wall.
From here, it almost didn't look like he got in, but, you know, obviously the refs have a much better view than we do. So the Barons now getting to the point where they really, really want to have a score here before they go into the half. They don't want to go down 14-0 or worse.
It is 4 minutes to go, 4:18. This is an unusual position over the last years. I think Woodbridge has had the better hand in this series. It's unusual to see them down by 2 touchdowns in the first half.
Like you say, Perth Amboy's never had a playoff team, so.
Yeah.
Here's the kick. Pretty long one. Sends Cooper back to his 20. Now the 30, 35, 40. On his feet, crossed 45 to the 46. So that's the best field position Woodbridge has had to start a drive all night.
Very nice return. Let's see if they come up with that hurry-up offense. It had Perth Amboy on his
clicking.
heels.
Yeah, it started clicking. Well, 4:10's not a ton of time, so I imagine they'll go into that hurry-up.
In the in the pros, 4 minutes would be a half an hour.
Yeah, 4 minutes. Yeah, exactly.
With these guys, it goes pretty quickly. Woodbridge coming out in a big spread.
Nobody in the backfield. Now he's got Cooper coming across. Cooper takes the handoff. He's stretched out, cuts up, picks up about 3. Looked like, was he still on his feet there?
Carried by Cooper.
No, he was down there. Picked up 3.
That's a nice individual effort by him to get around that corner. Make something out of nothing.
Yeah, but the clock is starting to work against them here. 2nd and 7.
Now they're in that tight formation.
Here comes
quick pitch.
Nothing. No, maybe back to the line of scrimmage. Who was that? That was number 6, Santiago. This is a huge play for the Barons right here. First down here or else. They'll be giving, maybe you got a yard there, they'll be giving the ball back to Perth Amboy in good field position if they don't pick up something here. And we just saw how well he can pass. 3rd and 6.
Barons back in the spread. Formation, motion.
Fake.
Fake, counter
reverse.
inside.
Nice play. Nice play. Jose Leon picks up about 10.
First down, Barons.
That was a nice, that's a counter, John. They
So I couldn't think of a word. Yeah, let's see that play again.
Yeah. You see him fake up and he comes right back the opposite way.
Perfect play for that. They set that play up a few plays earlier with all the
very deceptive
pitches they've been doing, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the 40. First time the Barons are across midfield.
Looks like they're in an imbalanced line.
This is a real pitch. Nothing, no, just barely. He almost snuck in there. Number 10 came out of nowhere and pulled him down. He was the only guy with a shot at him.
Elijah Corona, number 7, running the ball.
Keeping an eye on the clock now. 2:24 to go. Clock running.
See if they come back with that counter play now. They're in there. No huddle.
And whistle. It's going to be a timeout, Barons.
John,
if you're going to have a timeout, they wasted a lot of time in there. If they're going to call timeout anyway, at least 14 seconds. They could have had the timeout earlier and saved that.
Perth Amboy defense and their linebackers have been aggressive the whole day, and I think the Woodbridge coaching staff did a good job with that fake and coming with that counter, because Perth Amboy just goes on reflex. If they think the motion is going in one direction, they all take off that way, and that counter came back in the opposite direction. It was a very well run play. Good call and well run by the players.
Let's see a few more of those.
That offensive line of Woodbridge, those are some big boys.
I was just going to say how big they are. I mean, they're huge compared to Perth Amboy. There's the Woodbridge crowd. There's Darren Petro and his wife, the father and mother of Patrick Petro.
Barons in an unbalanced right now. They have more line, more of the big boys on the right, and they go right up the middle.
Pickup of about 4. It'll be 3rd and 4. I got to believe this is 4-down territory.
See if they come out. Now they're going no huddle.
Under 2 minutes to go, so got to get that ball up in the air pretty soon.
They are back in an unbalanced line right.
Uh-oh, fumble again. Oh, for crying out loud. Perth Amboy ball. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, just not rhythm, no rhythm going on.
Another fumble for the Barons. Perth Amboy will take over on their own 38-yard line, and 138. Going to be a couple of long passes here, I'm sure. I doubt they'd sit on it. Go ahead, sorry.
No, they're the mesh point where the quarterback is not. They're not working right there, right at that point.
Certainly not crisp.
And they seem to be when they're calling their plays in that hurry-up offense, it seems to be going a little slower than it was when they were moving the ball.
Right. Perth Amboy calls timeout. They're down to 1.
I don't know if
I'm sorry. They're down to 1. Yeah.
I thought it was. I think it would be good for Woodbridge maybe to get a couple of plays in a row and really move it quickly and catch Perth Amboy off bounds.
One series there, we had an 11-yard, 12-yard, 4-yard gain.
All of this looking over at the Perth Amboy coaching staff there. Brad Bishop was a quarterback for us. Shannon Johnson was a running back and played at Lafayette. Patrick Ricks was a running back. William Clark, who coaches the linebackers, played down in Virginia. He had a full scholarship to Virginia.
Wow, some serious coaching staff.
Yep. Mike Tita was up at Boston University. Jeremy Rosa was a young guy that played for us.
1st and 10 Panthers from their own 38. 138. They air it out. They'll have enough time to score. They throw it into flat, no good. Tipped a little bit. It looked like number 58 might have got a hand on it.
A slight deflection.
Antonio Prestine Lopez.
And the Barons were in position. They had that covered. They weren't fooled by that, even if it was complete.
2nd and 10 for the Panthers on their own at 38-yard line.
Well, it certainly goes without saying, but we can't afford Perth Amboy to get a score before the half, because we don't look like we can be a 3-touchdown team in the second half. Run up the middle.
Yep, quarterback.
Maybe they're content to just
let
her run out. I don't know why.
There's a that was a quarterback draw. The quarterback got the ball. He waited a little bit and went in. The Baron front line did a very nice job of sniffing that out that time.
Now it's 3rd and 9, so if they don't get anything going here, we will at least get the ball back.
Yeah, the clock's running now, though. That's the
yeah, it looks like it's going to be time for us to have maybe one play. And at this point now, they might as well run the ball, force Woodbridge to take a timeout.
Well, if they can have any.
And they do. Number 1 sweeps left. He's going to get a first down. Maybe, yes, he does. So that's all it'll take there, folks. That's enough for Perth Amboy to run out the clock.
And are they moving it? Oh, did they not say he got the first down?
No, maybe he was down before the first.
Now they moved that first down marker beyond the first down, and they put first down. So what's the whole?
Oh, now they're moving the chains.
And there's a penalty on top of that. It looks like they're moving the ball. Must be in a. Holy mackerel. Big penalty again. Holy mackerel.
Wow, now you got to wonder if they can take 3 chances at the end zone.
45 seconds.
I didn't see what happened.
I think it was a dead ball foul. Touched the top of his head. I wish they'd turn on his microphone.
Yeah.
Personal foul. Yep. Dead ball. Okay. Perth Amboy's got trips right. Yeah, they're definitely passing the ball, John.
Maybe no. Yeah, they are going to go all the way. Oh, he's met there by number 58.
Too many
Antonio
pumps.
Prestine Lopez, and it looks like number 77, Bruce Trupner.
Good effort of the Barons. Keep coming.
He just took too long to develop, and now it looks like Perth Amboy just let it run out.
Perth Amboy quarterback pumped one too many times on that one. Oh, and
why are they taking timeout?
Comes Assemblyman, future speaker.
Hey, Mr. Coughlin.
What's up, brother?
What's going on, pal? Things aren't looking good here for the Barons.
Yeah, so I see. Another bunch of penalties, right? We saw too many.
Penalties and fumbles. It's killing them.
Mayor McCormick's referred to me as the JV team because you weren't here.
No. We never would do that.
No, it's a freshman team, maybe.
Like I said earlier, I said Greg Ficara forgot more about football than I've ever known.
No, that's for sure. That is true.
Just remember.
And me too. We forgot more than the two of us together.
Combined. I mean, you can look at a defense and analyze it. We can't.
We go, wow. How about that?
There's 2 guys left, 2 guys right. That sounds good. Like we know what we're talking about, but we don't.
Don't give me too much credit. I was an offensive lineman. My view was very limited. The guy in front of me.
Mostly you're on your rear end.
No, I try to put other people on their rear end. I'll differ with that.
So is the truth. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Nice to be with you.
Craig Coughlin here, my normal partner. So we had an event tonight, so he's a little bit late. A lot of it late.
Second half. So, Greg, is it much more fun to run block than to pass block? As an offensive lineman, don't you get to drive forward and try to knock somebody down?
Yeah, if they run right behind you, then
you can take credit for it. All the way to the end zone, throwing it as far as he can. There's a man down there. Oh, he almost got his hand.
Wow. Double coverage, and he still had a chance.
He would have had time to go to the end zone. 7 seconds. 2 men covering him. The ball was a little wobbler.
No timeouts for Perth Amboy, but the clock would have stopped to reset the ball for the first after the first down.
Right.
Time for another throw.
I don't think he might have been able to get in the end zone on that play.
Well, if he came down with it and the Woodbridge guys fell around him, who knows?
This will be the last play of the game, or the first half, I should say.
Big spread here. Still trips closest to us. Woodbridge in a little bit of a prevent defense. They're back pretty deep.
A little quick pass on the ground. Actually, I was wrong. It wasn't the last play of the first half. There'll be one more.
Leave some seconds on the clock.
And in a minute or two, the New York Yankees will be taking on the Houston Astros in Game 6.
8:08 first pitch.
Of the ALCS, the championship series. Fortunately, Jay Calhoun, our field announcer here in the booth, has his little iPad thing ready and the game's up.
And we won't tell anybody that, though. Because,
so if all of a sudden we're distracted and we start cheering.
It was a first down or a penalty or something, but there's 2 on.
And Perth Amboy's going to score a touchdown, and we're going to be cheering an Aaron Judge home run.
Now, I have the great privilege of representing the great city of Perth Amboy, and so
low snap, quick pass.
Guys out here.
And nothing going. That'll be the last play.
Wow. Ooh, it has a close as he wrestled it out of bounds.
In fact, you were in Perth Amboy for the event that you were at that made you
Well,
come
it's the Perth Amboy event in Woodbridge.
Oh, it was in Woodbridge?
Yeah, it was at the Renaissance.
Oh, okay.
That does it for the first half.
And that's it, 14-0 Perth Amboy over Woodbridge. We'll be back, folks. Stay with us.
Gentlemen, and welcome to Woodbridge High School, the home of the Barons. This evening, your Barons are hosting the Panthers of Perth Amboy High School. Before the game this evening, we would like to recognize a very special group, the graduating class of 2018. We will begin by recognizing our football players. Our first senior, Edenam Bradley, escorted by his mother, his sister, his grandfather, and his grandmother. He's played football for 4 years and plans on trying out for the volleyball team. His plans after graduation is to go to college, get a master's in accounting, and get a CPA. Kiari Cooper, escorted by his mother, Nairi, his father, Gary, his grandfather, Willie, his grandmother, Pat, his sister, Kiara, and his godmother, Lavette. He plans on doing landscaping after graduation. Keith Gilmore, escorted by his mother and father, his grandmother and grandfather, his godmother, and his sisters. He's played football here at Woodbridge High School, and he would like to attend East Stroudsburg and major in engineering. Antoine Hall, escorted by his father Anthony and his mother Jennifer. He's played football for 11 years, plans on playing football in college and in the NFL. Jacob Mankowski, escorted by his mother, stepfather, and sister. He is a Woodbridge High School ambassador, has played football for 4 years, and part of the Future Business Leaders of America. And he enjoys fishing. He plans on going to college and becoming a police officer. Zaire Marcet, escorted by his mother and father, stepmother, and his 2 sisters. He's played football and basketball. He plans on going to college and majoring in criminal justice. Nick Nyers. Escorted by his father, Bill, his mother, Jackie, his brother, Anthony, and his sister, Brittany. He is a captain of the football team. He's involved with the National Honor Society, wrestling, and is a member of Skiba's powerlifting gym. He plans on going to college and studying pre-med sports medicine. Quasi Nayana. Escorted by his brother, aunt, sister, brother, and aunt. He has been a part of JROTC and the STARS program. He would like to play college football and major in biology. Chudi Okonkwawa. Escorted by his mother and father, he's participated in football, track and field, and the Chinese Honor Society. He plans on going to college and getting a bachelor's in computer science. Amir Perry. Escorted by his mother and stepfather, his older brother, his grandparents, his aunt, and his best friend. He's done 2 years of track and football. He plans on going to college and becoming a doctor or a nurse. Our homecoming king, Patrick Petro. Escorted by his father, Darren, his mother, Dawn, his brother, Parker, and his grandmother, Janice. He helps out with the varsity football team, attends basketball game with the Bleacher Creatures, and cheers on the baseball team in the spring. He plans on doing a work-study program and getting a job when all is completed. Avery Powell. Escorted by his father and his father's girlfriend, he's played football, wrestled here, and is currently involved in the JROTC. Plans on attending college and being in a NROTC program and becoming a Marine officer. Christopher Powers. Escorted by his father, John, his mother, Lisa, and his brother, Kevin. Antonio Prestine Lopez. Escorted by his mother, Christina, father, Robert, brother, Anthony, aunt, Corinne, grandmother, Evelyn, and cousin, Erin. He plans on going to college and playing football in college. And Benjamin Victori. Escorted by his father, mother, and brother. He's been involved in student council, and after graduation, he plans on being the illest rapper ever. Move. Ladies and gentlemen, the seniors of the football team, the graduating class of 2018. Congratulations. We would now like to recognize 6 very special young ladies, our senior cheerleaders, the graduating class of 2018. Our first senior, Jordan Sinelli. Escorted by her mother, Sandy, father, Mark, brother, CJ, brother, Matt, grandfather Nick, and her grandmother Josephine. She has participated in Heroes and Cool Kids, the School Advisory Board, Spirit Cheer, Competition Cheer, and softball. She plans on going to college and pursuing a career in education. Kiara Cooper, escorted by her mother, father, grandmother, grandfather, brother, and 2 cousins. She's been a part of varsity and competition cheer. She plans on going to college and becoming a psychologist. Victoria Della Pietro, escorted by her mother Linda, father Frank, sister Andrea, sister Amanda, and nephew Jordan. She's participated in cheer and women's choir here at Woodbridge High School. Lori Jimenez, escorted by her mother Lady and her brother Terrence. She's been involved in Freshman Mentors, the Art Club, Art Services, Football Varsity Cheer, 2017 Woodbridge Spring Musical, Spanish Honor Society, National Honor Society, and she's volunteered at the Raritan Bay Medical Center. She plans on going to college at a 4-year university and then attending medical school. Gabriella Jones, escorted by her mother Raquel, her father Philip, and her brother Andrew. She's been a part of the musical, dance, drama club, and cheer. She plans on going to college to become a lawyer or a child psychologist. Brittany Sa, escorted by her father Frederick, her father's girlfriend Josie, and her sister Tiffany. She is a senior class advisor, participated in You Got Brains, a photographer for the hockey team, the ecology club, the prom committee, cheer, and journalism. She plans on going to a 4-year university, majoring in accounting. Ladies and gentlemen, could we please have one final round of applause for our varsity senior cheerleaders, the graduating class of 2018. Congratulations. Our final group this evening will be our 2017-2018 Marching Barons. Our first senior charity, Teme Tope Daramola, escorted by her mother, father, and 2 friends. She's been a part of marching band, track and field, cross country, the Christian Club, safety ambassadors, Heroes and Cool Kids, women's empowerment, and the senior class officer. She plans on attending a 4-year university and majoring in history and business. Isabella Friez, escorted by her mother, sister, best friend, boyfriend, and life coach. She's been a part of the marching band, the District Wind Ensemble, and the jazz band. She plans on going to Rutgers or Westchester University as a music education major. Carla Giordano, escorted by her father Charles, mother Virginia, sister Rosalind, and brother Carmine. She's been a part of the marching band and the jazz band. She plans on hopefully getting into Rutgers University to become a physical therapist. Abigail Gulias, Escorted by her mother and father, brother, grandparents, aunt, cousin, and best friend, she's been a part of the marching band, concert band, wind ensemble, pit band, student council, and National Honor Society, and she plans on attending Middlesex County College and then transferring to a 4-year university. Christy James. Escorted by her mother, father, sister, and brother, she's been a part of marching band, wind ensemble, women's choir, concert band, the National Honor Society, and the Christian Club. She plans on attending college to become a physician and travel around the world. Nandini Mutalia. Escorted by her mother, father, and sister, she is a co-founder of the Survivors Project, which raises awareness and funds for domestic violence. She's an EMT at the Woodbridge Township Ambulance and Rescue Squad, and she's been a part of the marching band since her sophomore year. She plans on majoring in public health. Allison Pagluca. Escorted by her father, James, class of 82, her mother, Kathy, class of 83, her sister, best friend, and her boyfriend, Spencer, class of 2016. She's been a part of the marching band, cross-country, indoor percussion, Heroes and Cool Kids, and NHS. She plans on going to college and majoring in history. Gelmi Santiago. Escorted by her mother, brother, and girlfriend. She's been a part of the marching band, for 2 years, indoor percussion for 2 years, and is joining the Air Force. Christopher Sullivan. Escorted by his mother, Jasenia, his father, Edgar. He's been a part of marching band, indoor percussion, and track and field, and plans on attending Rutgers University. Adam Tomas. Escorted by his mother, father, brothers, grandparents, 3 best friends, and his cousin. He's been a part of the marching band, jazz band, district wind ensemble, pit band, and is a member of the National Honor Society. Plans on going to college and pursuing a career in forensics. And last but not least, Noel Walks. Escorted by his mother, sister, and godmother. He's been a marching band member for 4 years, 2 years of indoor percussion, plans on going to a 4-year school and becoming a U.S. Marshal. Ladies and gentlemen, can we please have one final round of applause for our marching barons?
Welcome back, everybody, to Woodbridge Channel's coverage of high school sports. We're live from the football field at Woodbridge High School for a game between the Woodbridge Barons and the Perth Amboy Panthers. I'm John McCormick. I'm joined by Craig Coughlin now, who got here late in the first half, and Greg Ficara. Welcome, gentlemen.
All right, John, how are you?
So terrific, except for the results so far.
Well, tell me about the first half, guys. I wasn't here to see it.
We probably have maybe a net 20 yards on offense. 20, 30 maybe, a bunch of fumbles.
Well, Woodbridge playing without its best offensive player today, right?
Yep. Yes, they are, but no, say they're two best offensive players because Nick Nyers is not playing on offense.
He's not. Okay.
He's got a bad ankle. He's got a bad ankle, and he's only playing defense.
Yeah, okay.
There seems to be a problem. We talked about it earlier, Craig, at the mesh point where the quarterback is handing the ball off to the running back. There hasn't been really good clean exchanges there. The only time the Barons really ran it well was when they were in kind of a hurry-up offense, not allowing the Panthers defense to set, and then they had some success, but they fumbled the ball.
And, of course, Woodbridge has been without its starting quarterback throughout since the very first game.
Since the first half of the first game of the year. Woodbridge now, which received the kick in the first half, will kick in the second half. First time they're kicking, and they better field that on a fly, and they do, and they go down, and it's 1st and 10 from the 39.
Pretty short kick. I don't know if that was on purpose.
Yeah, I don't know. We don't know enough about the team to know if he tried to sneak in a semi-onside kick there, or if he actually kicked it, and that's just where it went.
3-5-3-6-7-3.
Wow, I feel like the guys on Monday Night Football now.
Yeah, no score in the first inning of the Yankee game for those of you who are watching Facebook or TV 35 instead of ESPN or wherever the game is on. Now, 1st and 10 Perth Amboy inside their own 40.
It's a little odd, I got to confess here. So I'm sure you're all dying to hear this at home, but typically when John and I do the games, we face the field. I sit to his left, and I'm to his right this time, so it feels a little odd. There's a first down for the Panthers.
And I'm calling play-by-play because you were late, man.
That's right. That'll teach me.
Panthers cross midfield, 1st and 10 from the Woodbridge 49 and change.
That was a good open field tackle by that cornerback for the Barons. I didn't catch his number.
David Welsh on the reception for Perth Amboy. Now, how did the Perth Amboy score?
They had a beautiful pass, deep pass that the receiver was a 5'6" kid, jumped up like he was 6'6", and snared it. Here's a quick pass to the left slant, and then no good.
Intended for
what was the second one?
The other one was
Thomas.
the quarterback dropped back to pass, like on a quarterback delay, and he ran.
Oh, right.
And he got caught from behind at like the 3-yard line, and then they just kind of drived it in, and eventually he leaped over the top and broke the plane. So
2nd and 10, Amboy.
But the play that John described was outstanding. This kid that was 5'6" jumped up like he was 6'10".
Really?
He just jumped out of off the field.
2 receivers left, 2 right. Fake handoff. Now it's a sweep right, and a good one.
Some room.
And he picks up about 7 before he's wrestled out of bounds.
Thomas with the gain.
I'll tell you by who as soon as this guy shows his number.
Good.
21. That's Cabrera.
I think it was.
No, sorry, Chance Modica.
Therese Thomas with the carry.
Good execution by Perth Amboy on that play. They really executed
nice
the fake.
Play, yeah.
They executed the fake, and they froze the Barons for a split second, and then the kid got around the corner.
3rd down and just over 3.
Tyler Jack is the quarterback. They list him as an athlete. They don't list him as a quarterback. That's interesting.
Number 1 sweeps and gets a 1st down across the 40.
Eric Rivera with the carry. Picks up the 1st down.
Perth Amboy really moving the ball.
I don't know what Perth Amboy's record is, but I think
2 and 3.
They're pretty good this year.
They look better than 2 and 3, that's for sure.
They beat JFK and they beat JP Stevens. They lost to South Plainfield and St. Joe's.
Well, St. Joe's pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, everybody beats Stevens and everybody loses to St. Joe's, so those are not indicative games. Here's a quick pass left, complete, stops, cuts.
Thomas again,
Very
his
nice
favorite
move.
target.
A lot of work for only 3 yards, but it's nonetheless it's 2nd and 7 coming up.
Who's 23 for Woodbridge made Cabrera a nice open field play there.
Thomas gets a lot of touches for the Panthers, number 5 there.
Yeah, it's Jack and Thomas. I think 15 and 5 are key players for the Panthers. Quarterback for Perth Amboy is very
quick handoff, number 1 sweeps
Rivera.
right, and he'll be down close to another 1st down, maybe 3rd and 2.
Rivera, the ball carrier, is just a sophomore.
Perth Amboy moving the ball well now.
Gain of 4 on the play, 3rd and 3 for the Panthers.
Barons could really use a stop here.
I get the feeling that if Perth Amboy scores, so I just don't see Woodbridge having the 3 touchdown performance in the second half in them.
Not the way they've been playing. They're certainly coming now. They're bringing everybody.
And now, let's see.
Some movement on the offensive line by Perth Amboy.
Looks like it'll go against them for 5 yards. That's big for the Barons. It'll go.
Yo, how's he been?
3rd and 8 instead of 3rd and 3.
I think Perth Amboy's probably in 2-down territory here, don't you?
I do too, yeah.
I mean, I don't know what their kicker is like.
Certainly at 3rd and 3 they were.
Kicker tried a field goal from 32 yards. It was wide left.
Well, they faked it first, then they kicked it wide left.
Was it
was
long enough?
He was wide left from 34. I'd say he was barely long enough and wide left.
But he did kick 2 solid extra points.
Okay. I mean, this would be it.
3rd and 8. Back to pass. Now he's rushed and he's sacked just short of the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th and 8.
Down about back to 37. That would be, what would it be, probably a 50.
Yeah, now they look like they're coming in with the punting team.
Yeah.
So that penalty took him out of where I thought they would be in 4-down territory. Made him now going to make him punt.
Perth Amboy looks a little confused here. They're all milling around. I don't think they have 11 people on the field right now.
They haven't punted yet.
Well, let's see.
Yeah,
1,
they
2,
have
3,
11,
4,
yeah.
5. Yeah, they do.
Yeah, there's 11 out there.
Tyler Jack going to be the punter too, huh?
Yeah, he does it all.
That's why they call him an athlete.
Oh, that's a penalty on Woodbridge.
That hit off the hands of one of the Panthers? I guess not, because they're going to roll down. But let's see what that flag is all about. Greg, you thought it was on the
Woodbridge didn't have enough guys on the field, and he was hustling out there, and he was offside.
They're moving the chains too quick. They got to wait to move the chains until they see the penalty.
Flag on the play.
Well, there is an official on that side that's in charge of that chain crew, so he's got to be telling them what to do.
Yeah, but I think he blew that one.
Yeah. There's a lot of confusion on the field here.
Now, if it was an offside penalty, it's not going to be enough for a first down. Right?
No, it won't. It's 4th and 10. They're calling another ref over.
Because it's not a...
No, it's not an automatic first down, but it might put it in that 4-down territory again that you were talking about before.
Let's give you the crew while we're here in the little break. Camera crew: Samantha Roth, Adam Chinoy, Steve
Quetchen,
and Emil Brandolfi. Graphics: Joe Fernandez. Replay: Will Rubiano. Audio: Bruno Martins. Technical director: Gina Forbes, and director, the great Lee Beckerman.
Those guys, they all do such a great job. We asked for those replays. They came up before we asked for a close-up on the ball when Perth Amboy was on like the half-yard line, and they got such a close-up of the ball. You could literally see, you could see the grass, the fake grass there. But nice job, guys. It's always it's a pleasure to be working.
This is
with
like the 5th game we've called, right? We did Colonia Woodbridge, we did Woodbridge Kennedy, Woodbridge Perth Amboy, Kennedy. North Brunswick, and did we do Colonia against anybody directly?
I did Colonia and Woodbridge.
This is only my second game.
We did Colonia and North Brunswick too, I think. I think we've done 5 games. Yeah, 5 games.
And we have one more next week, if I'm not mistaken, right, Lee?
Yeah, next week we have Colonia Kennedy, so we would have done all the games. And no penalty. What are they saying here?
They're moving the ball awfully far forward. What the heck is going on? Oh, no, I guess it's going to be there. Yeah, I guess there's no penalty.
So it's Woodbridge ball deep because that kick went down inside the 5 when it was downed.
They might have
waved it off.
Picked up the flag. Let's see what happened, folks. We'll be right here.
You got to look to see where his location
is. He's offside.
The lower left-hand corner. Maybe he got there.
He was on the field but offsides, and they declined it.
Maybe they did. That might have been.
Yeah.
You know what? If they did, that was a good idea because it would have moved the ball forward 5 yards. Wouldn't have gotten them first down. They would have had a punt, and I'm not sure they could do much better than back in the Barons up to the 2.
To the 2-yard line. Snap into the end zone, run right. He's still in the end zone, and he probably lost a yard.
Yeah. Almost broke the tackle, and if he did, he could have been off to the races. Who is that? That's number Santiago.
Divine Santiago's carried most of the load for the Barons so far. Probably got about 10 carries. And again, they'll be backed up into their own end zone when he takes the snap. This time he goes forward.
Yeah, try to pick up some room to work. Gets it out to about the 5, so that worked effectively. But still bringing up
third and long, and you're going to give them great field position unless you get this first down.
On their own 5-yard line.
That was a huge punt. We talked about the penalty so much, but that was a huge punt.
Number 13, Charles Sulci, comes into the game. He's also a quarterback, and he's gonna. Is that him taking a snap?
It's him. Yep.
Yeah. Inside.
Picked up a few, but not enough for a first, and the Barons will have to punt from in their own end zone.
Again. Yeah.
He's going to be punting close to his own end zone too. It's never a good thing.
In the game comes Kieri Cooper.
Lots of stuff can go wrong.
4th and 3 for the Barons on their own 9-yard line.
Yeah, the Perth Amboy punt returner.
He's inside
of course,
the 50.
Is number 7, Tyler Jack. He really does do everything. Probably drove the bus here.
High snap
at the 40.
Blocked.
Wow.
Picked up by
Perth
He's
Amboy.
got it. He's going to be taken down.
That's number 3.
First and goal from the 2.
Shalla Price.
We said before that was sloppy on the punts. They barely got a couple off. And
yep, he had to go off on that one. Let's get the replay on that.
Let's see that again. What happened? A little bit of a high snap.
A little bit. Not.
Wow. Got up pretty high.
Did he hit it?
Yeah, he blocked it. There it is.
There's Price scooping it up. He's headed for the end zone. Nice play by
Sulci. Got him.
Yeah,
Sulci prevented a touchdown, but maybe only temporarily as they have first and goal from about the 3.
Boy, did the Barons need 4 stops here. Inside handoff.
Ball's on the ground.
Loose. No, picked up by Jack. He picked up the fumble.
Wow.
And loses all the way back to the 15. But break for the a break for the Panthers as
Nick Nyers. You can see how he's limping. Nick Nyers made that stop. You see how he's limping?
Yeah.
Special thank you goes out to Jim, class of 1974.
Good job by the left side of the defensive line on that, coming up with that play.
Which will be donated.
Well, we're halfway through the third quarter. At some point, if we're not going to be in this game, Nick Nyers got to get on the bench.
Yeah, no sense of running the rest of the season, right?
Yep.
Let them sustain some.
Although if they don't win here, they'll be 2-5 and probably, well, they can't have a winning record then by the deadline, or can't have a 500 record. They'll be out of the state playoffs. Second and long, handoff left. Good tackle there by Divine Santiago again. Or was that number 8? I'm sorry, that was Nathaniel Nieves. Boy, it's hard to see the 6, 8s, and 9s, isn't it? And the 3s.
Yeah.
Shouldn't it have been a first down, though, if that was really a fumble? Because if there was a fumble and a recovery, doesn't it start all over again?
No.
Not if the same team recovered, I don't think.
Okay. I guess that's true. There was no possession by the Barons.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Third and goal from the 10.
Perth Amboy is very true to that spread formation, no matter where they are in the field. They're always back there with one back.
Gonzalez in the backfield.
Rush. He's going alone. Nobody near him. Touchdown, Perth Amboy.
Wow. Wow.
Therese Thomas.
Something was missed there because
there was a blitz.
The blitz from the right, but nobody covered him.
Came in unencumbered, but didn't get there in time.
That was a game of catch. Let's see that one again.
Yeah, we're going to see that one again.
Somebody.
After the extra point attempt. I don't want to give him credit for it yet. But now with
Eduardo Ponce.
17 minutes to go, the Barons have done nothing in 31 minutes.
Snap is back, kick is up,
and good.
It's good.
It's been solid.
And now we'll have to do 3 scores and 3 extra points in 17. Just for a tie and hope Perth Amboy does nothing else. So things not looking good for the Barons. Let's see that touchdown again. There he comes. Look at that.
Just a hair late.
I think
he's wide open.
The guy that came in to make the tackle on the quarterback might have been the guy that should have been out there. I think he had a corner blitz and just left him wide open.
Yeah, but someone's got to pick him up.
Oh, yeah. No, absolutely. But that's why it was wide open.
That's why the blitz is a gamble, right? If he got there, he was going to sack him. There was nobody there to block him. But it was just 2 steps too late, and touchdown Panthers.
I think I started as the Perth Amboy AD in '88, and I retired in 2012, so that's somewhere close to 30 years. I don't remember a game that Perth Amboy dominated Woodbridge the way they are right now. I mean, it's pretty close to dominating.
I don't think Woodbridge has more than 40 yards of total offense. They've got no complete passes.
Well, they're not in sync. They're out of sync.
Ponce set the kick off.
Short one, better catch it. He does.
Out to the 40, to the 41 or 2 maybe.
So good field position. No one's kicking the ball at all in the kickoffs here. Nothing's happening.
Return.
No, it's like he's taking a little
chippy,
yeah. It's like he's doing it intentional. He's not
you
even following
You might as well do it onside if you're going to kick it that way.
Yeah, he's not even following through on the kick.
Yeah.
Not sure why. It's not.
It might be intentionally that he's kicking the ball up like a punt to give the defender, so the defenders can get in there a little. Oh, I keep hitting your wire. Let's see if we can get a little momentum shift here.
Good field position for the Barons as they start this drive at their own 41. 4:51 to go, down by 3 touchdowns. Hand off inside.
To Jose Leon, nothing doing.
Maybe got a yard.
You got to start counting possessions. How many possessions do you think the Barons can have in the next 16 minutes and change?
Well, they're going to need a big play and a turnover in order, and a turnover.
Or a sudden defensive resurgence. Because they haven't been able to stop Perth Amboy.
Well, somehow they got to get a score.
They got to do that anyway, I think. Santiago was wide open.
Picked off. Oh, I thought it was going to be picked off.
Right down the center of the field, intended for his
A huge play in the first half, Craig, as Woodbridge picked the ball off and took it back for a touchdown, but there was a penalty. It was a 60-yard interception return.
Yeah.
What was the penalty for?
It was a interference on the receiver.
Yeah, without the interference, there wouldn't have been an interception. So it was
so directly affected the play.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now we good. 3rd and 9, and boy, this is not the way to try to get back in this game.
Keeps finding itself in these 3rd and longs.
They're in this spread. They're in a very big spread formation right now.
Rolls right. He's going to go deep to Cooper.
He's got a step.
Oh, he lost his footing, or he would have been there.
Yeah.
I'd love to see that again. He kind of got tripped up. He had him by a step. It was a good pass.
He tangled up his own feet.
Yeah, he got tangled. Let's see what happened. That could have been a big one, folks.
You can watch his feet. You'll see him get tangled.
Celsi rolls, looks, throws. Yeah, he went down before the ball got to him.
Nice pass by the quarterback, though. It was on the money.
And now we'll be forced to punt. Got that one off.
A good one.
Drive.
Really good one.
Back to the
Best one of the
20.
night.
It's up to the 25. Tries to escape but can't, and gets taken down at the 23-yard line, and that's where the Panthers will go to work. Leading 21-0 with 3:59 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
And now you got to think that Woodbridge might get the ball 3 more times, and they have to score on all 3.
Only Matt can figure that stuff out, Craig. He's crunching the numbers.
It's just math, right, John?
It's just math. Numbers can be your friend.
Panthers break the huddle.
First down at their own 23.
They looked good in their first possession. They survived a fumble that they recovered deep in the Barron territory. Well, I guess that first possession they ended up having a punt. So.
Wow.
There's
Breaks
a big
tackle.
gainer. First down
Still
and then
on
some.
his feet.
13-yard gain for number 4.
Kenneth Carrillo.
Both teams came in with a chance to make it to the States if they ran the table.
First and 10 for the Panthers on their own 35-yard line.
Well, the Panthers look like they might be 3-3.
Keeps them in the hunt.
Jack, no hurry, takes the snap, hands it off inside. Nice
Another
move
nice
there
game.
to get to the outside.
Still
That's
on his
Carrillo
feet.
again, cuts it back
First down
upfield.
again. 2 straight first downs.
A lot of success on the off tackle on the left-hand side. They're just caving the defensive line on the inside. And
Pickup of 12 on that, out to the 47 and a quarter to be exact.
And time not on the side of the Barons now.
Perth Amboy in no rush to
get to the line of scrimmage. Just a little more than 3 minutes to go. Well, just under 3 minutes to go, I should say. Again, the handoff to Carrillo. Chases by a couple of Barons, but gets around there.
And a gain of almost 10, so that's 3 straight good first down runs by the Panthers. I don't think that's enough for a first.
Barons almost had him in the backfield, but
he outraced him.
Yeah,
he just was a great effort on his part.
Going to be second and a long one.
Perth Amboy quarterback kind of going in and out with the plays, John. We were talking about that before.
Yeah.
He must run an extra 5,000 yards.
Yeah.
Can't they shuffle in somebody
else?
Yeah,
that's what I always say. The quarterback's not the guy you want. And by the 4th quarter, he's winded. I mean, they're in shape, but number 1 all alone in the middle now.
Nice move to slip the tackle.
And he's still up.
Rivera still on his feet, and now finally
good
gets
open
dragged
field
down
tackle there by, who's that?
23.
Listen, he
got Jesus Cabrera.
He got the first down and then almost went backwards on that.
Yeah.
He was well beyond the first down, and then he started running backwards. Where are they going to mark the ball?
Right where he's standing is going to be a first down. No, if he's with
they haven't moved the yard markers on the other side of the field. They're still showing second down and
no, it's a first.
2, but first down.
Looks like a penalty too.
Yeah.
10-yard penalty
against the Barons.
Oh my goodness! 15-yard penalty.
It's dead ball. Then that's got to be a
unsportsmanlike.
Yeah.
That's not the way to get your team back in the game.
The ref remember to turn on his mic?
No, we're supposed to talk to him at halftime. He's shy.
He did it once or twice.
1st and 10 from the 26 now for the Barons. I mean, for the Panthers.
Handoff again to Rivera. Met at the line of scrimmage this time, and then forced back inside where the Barons had some help.
He's getting through the line. The last 5 plays, they've gotten through the first line. Now the Baron band starts kicking it in.
Rivera kind of slowly trotting off the field. I don't know if he's hurt or just not eager to get there.
Haven't been watching the numbers on the defensive line, John, but it looks like some subs on the defensive line now. Maybe some fresh bodies in there.
Well, 58's a starter. That's Preston Lopez. Handoff left, cut up, no good.
Yeah, good
Maybe
defense
got a
there.
yard.
Good job there.
Keith Gilmore, number 72, still in there. Number 33 is Antoine Hall.
I think it was Nyers.
It says Anthony Hall. Is that Anthony or Antoine? Antoine, so it's a typo. Nick Nyers, we haven't called his name much tonight.
No, he forced that one back inside. He got out there and held his ground, but you could see him limping. So he's playing at quarter speed, probably. His ankle. Coach Casey.
3rd down and 4 now for Perth Amboy. Content to keep running the ball. And it's a sweep right. Number 5's got the first down, and then some. Cuts back inside the 10. Flag on the play.
It's a nice block there by number 13 on Perth Amboy, Sausalito. He held that for a long time.
That might be the key word. He might have held it.
Well, could be.
Was called way in the corner of the end zone by the judge all the way back there.
I'm sorry. Holding, yep.
Nothing. Yankees Astros, top of 3.
Not that we're watching the game.
No, I just glanced over. I'm really not watching it. I want to, but it wouldn't be fair.
I love doing these games. Panthers on the march. 58 seconds to go.
It's going to be against Perth Amboy.
It's going to be a 10 yards from the spot of the foul. So let's see where they put the ball.
Now it looks like it's back to 3rd and 3. So where they were.
The penalty had to be downfield, right?
It was way in the corner. Yeah, it was in the secondary.
Jack brings him to the line. 52 seconds to go.
This is 4-down territory for Perth Amboy.
For sure.
Handoff, sweep left. He's got the first down. Yes, he does.
Yeah, it's going to get down to the 15.
Good tackle there, though, by number 33, Antoine Hall.
Referee will stop the clock while they reset the ball.
Those last 2 plays, guys, the handoff, if you look at if there's a replay, the handoff is pretty deep in the offensive backfield, and then he reads where the opening is. Pretty effective play for them a few times now. Barron's defense is kind of bunching up in the middle, and the running back is breaking out to the left, to the right. So it's kind of a read option play.
Woodbridge shifts at the line. Inside handoff to Carrillo. He gets to the 15 and then pushed back.
The important thing is he takes time off the clock, and we'll head to the fourth quarter with Perth Amboy up 21-0 over the Barons.
Yep.
Craig, they had a play before the game. Special play, Patrick Petro. You know, you won the homecoming.
Yeah, of course.
He's there. He is, number 49. He had the uniform on, the helmet on, right there on the right with the pink socks.
Very cool.
Took the ball off left tackle and scored on a 20-yard run.
Way to go, Patrick.
Nobody touched him. He got into the end zone unscathed. There he is.
There he is. This year's homecoming king.
And he spiked the ball. It was great. And even the Perth Amboy players came over and patted him on the back.
Patrick looks like he's having a good night. Always looks like he's having a good night there.
Yeah, yeah.
Happy young guy.
Let's see Patrick's play again. This was a big one.
Take it off. He's going wide. He's got blockers in front of him.
Stays in bounds.
All the way in. Piece of cake right into the end zone.
Almost spiked it before he got there.
I just noticed that.
Yeah.
Barely got that right foot down. Way to go, Patrick. Congratulations on your first touchdown.
Unfortunately, that's the best play Woodbridge had all night.
Oh, boy. It's always tough for us up in the booth when they're on this side of the field.
Yeah, because we're going to look through the Perth Amboy booth. And we got the monitor.
Yeah.
There's always that. We start the fourth quarter with the Barons in big trouble and about to get in bigger trouble, it looks like. 2nd and 5 for
we got to see if Woodbridge starts throwing some passes here in the fourth. They got nothing to lose, down 21. It calls for it. The game situation calls for it.
They haven't run.
Perth Amboy.
Short snap. Jack picks it up and he gets knocked down immediately.
Was that ball still loose, or did the quarterback recover it?
I think he got it right away.
Yeah, I think he bobbled.
No, we got it. Yeah.
Oh,
the quarterback was taken down, and then the ball was behind him, and then the Barons jumped on it.
So there's the turnover that the Barons needed to stop the momentum and to turn the game. Well, hopefully turn the game.
Let's see it again. It looked like the one tackler took down the quarterback, and the ball was still out.
Snap is short.
Wow, yeah, bet
it
snap.
Bounces.
Now watch this. He's hit.
You're
the
right.
ball's
There
on
goes
the ground.
The ball is down. You're right, John. I didn't see it. And then the Barons quickly cover it up. And they have it. 1st and 10.
Might have been
from their own 24.
Keith Gilmore that alertly saw the ball. The
Heads up play. Heads up play. So the Barons keep the Panthers out of the end zone, and let's see what they can do now.
They have to score here.
Yep.
They're in passing. Well, maybe not. See if they pitch it. Yeah, they do.
Nice move.
Not successfully. You got a few, but
looked like he had a bigger gap than it did.
They closed it quick.
Cooper's wearing number 7. Apparently.
Second and 7 for Perth Amboy now.
Number 4.
Big pitch. Rolls right. Nice pass. A little too high. Almost picked off. Or was it? Was it?
Almost caught.
It might have been picked.
That was.
It was picked.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it looked like the ref's calling it a reception. I mean, an interception.
I'm sorry.
I can't tell. I think it was picked.
Oh, I'm sorry, folks. Chuddy is his first name.
Let's see if we can see what.
Celsi rolls right. Kind of lofts it out there. Oh yeah, right into the hands.
Yeah, it was picked. No, maybe not. It was an interception, so Woodbridge gets the break and gives it right back.
Yeah, they did. Picked off by Therese Thomas. Heard his name a lot tonight.
Yeah, it looks like Nyers is getting looked at by Dr. Swan.
And we see Nick.
Nyers getting looked at.
First
Lee, I
and
can
10
hear all
for the
your
44.
directions in my headphone.
Handoff left. Nice run. Pickup of about 8. Second and 2 now for Perth Amboy.
Oh, I forgot I was that like. Perth Amboy on the march as the clock winds down. 10:33 to go.
Doubt you'll see them throw any more passes.
Barons were saved by the fumble the last time down. They're going to need another break here if they're going to try to get back in this one. Down by 21 points with 10.5 minutes to go. A little less than 10.5 minutes to go. And you're right, John. Greg, they haven't shown a real ability to move the ball.
Handoff and stop short of the ball. No, he turns it.
Keeps going.
And he got the first.
That was a heck of a run by
Wow, good
Carrillo.
second effort.
Kenneth Carrillo, man, bounced off the one tackler, kicked it outside, fought his way through, and picked up the first down for Perth Amboy.
Good second effort, as they say. I mentioned to you before, it looks like on the Woodbridge sideline, Dr. Swan is looking at Nyers now.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah, right here in front of us.
As we said before you got here, Craig, we love Perth Amboy, our neighboring town. We get along great with them. In fact, I played the mayor and pool yesterday with the 2 senior billiards clubs. But we want to win. You have to be a little more careful since you represent Perth Amboy and Woodbridge, although you're from Woodbridge.
That's true.
So everybody would understand if you rooted for Woodbridge. And there's number 1 sweeping around, picking up about 7.
And my kids went to high school here. So.
Right.
Gain of 7 on the play.
Barron's making some exchanges on the defensive line, John. 2 guys out, 72 and 75.
73 came off limping. That's Amir Mustafa. They might be getting some substitutes in to get some action. It's hard to think they could score 3 times in 9 minutes. Especially with the Panthers eating up so much clock.
Long count here.
No, you are going to pass. We didn't think we'd see a pass too long.
Through.
He's got a good arm, though. He's got a nice spiral.
Yeah, pretty nice pass, yeah.
Intended for number 21, Brandon Saijo.
It's just I think that's just to keep the defense honest and not allowing the tee off there on the running.
Nothing bottom of the 3rd.
Brings a 3rd and 3. Speaking of the 3rd. 3rd down and 3 yards to go here in the 4th quarter.
Woodbridge bringing the house.
Oh, movement on the left side of the Perth Amboy line, number 56. That'll knock them back 5 yards, make it 3rd and 8.
Hey, he turned his microphone on.
Yeah, he did. And then halfway through his conversation, but Nyers still sitting on the trainer's table.
Yeah, his dad's out there.
That's Mackenzie, the trainer. She used to work for JAG Therapy in Woodbridge, and when I busted up my knee, she was my therapist.
Really?
I have to say physical therapist. I don't.
Right.
Doc Swan's a cool guy, man. I really like that guy.
Yeah, I think she was.
He operated on my knee, and she was she helped me recover.
She was a trainer in Carteret, I think.
Yes, she was. Never permanent, though.
Yeah.
So Woodbridge had an opening, and I guess a lot of people knew her.
2 receivers right, 2 receivers left, and now Woodbridge jumps.
They gave her right back.
They get their 5 yards back.
They picked up 5 yards and gave it right back to them.
Yeah, it's only the 2nd game I've seen of the season for Woodbridge, but they've committed a lot of penalties.
They sure do.
No, this game they did.
The Woodbridge-Kennedy game was just awful with penalties.
Terrible in terms of that.
Back to a 3rd and 3.
See if Woodbridge comes up and shows blitz again. Yep, he's coming up.
Inside handoff this time. Carrillo.
Well, that'll be short of a first, but I'll bet they go for it.
Not going to get there. I think they would.
Clock still moving.
Tick, tick, tick. 8:34 to go.
Fourth and 1 for the Panthers.
Panthers go into a huddle.
On the Barons' 24-yard line.
They're certainly not in any rush.
Jack taking his time, directing a little traffic. Now he hands Knocked it off inside to Carrillo again. He gets the...
He got...
it's going to be close.
Yeah,
I don't know where they
close.
spot it.
The ball was right down on the first down line.
Let's see where they put it. Stop. Referee stopped the clock. I think they're going to call for the chains.
It looked like he moved the first down marker past.
Nope, they gave him the first down.
Yeah, they gave it to him. That's Klepchik out there.
Yeah,
one of my
Klepchik.
accountants and holding the down marker. Under 8 minutes to go now. Perth Amboy with the ball on a 21-point lead.
And the clock running.
1st and 10 for the Panthers.
Perth Amboy true to their spread offense every play.
Yeah, they really do. They go 2 left, 2 right every time.
30 cuts left back and maybe picked up a yard or 2.
Bryce Gonzalez.
Maybe 3. Mustafa I thought he was limping off, but he's back in. That's good news.
Bring up 2nd and 7 for the Panthers as we head toward the 7-minute mark here.
77 comes out. That's Bruce Trutner.
Under 7 minutes.
Barron's mountain gets a little higher with every play.
Oh, this mountain's, I think, unclimbable.
Perth Amboy very content to take their time. Going to pass.
They're passing again. I'm surprised.
Almost escapes the sack. Nice play by Jack.
Oh, what
Throws
a
it
play.
complete.
Wow, he got out of trouble with that. That
to
was
Mario
a great.
Luna.
And there's a flag.
Jack to Luna. That's complete. Flag on the play.
First down for the Panthers, but let's see.
That was an excellent play. He got out of trouble behind the line of scrimmage and found the receiver cutting across the middle, but it's against Perth Amboy.
Yeah, it's going to be an ineligible receiver downfield.
That's what happens when the quarterback breaks the pocket, starts scrambling around. And
particularly where they run as frequently as the quarterbacks do in high school generally.
Yeah.
Lineman trying to get a break on getting downfield and throwing a block, and the ball comes out of his hands, and ruh-roh.
So 2nd down and 13.
They really do, Greg. They're in that spread office and an identical formation each and every play.
There's the Woodbridge band, a very good band, very much improved under Jason Kahn.
Just as I say that, Gonzalez lined up on the left side of Jack.
Well, they do flip him, and then it looks like the defense, we picked this up before, the defense will shift over to whatever side that back is on.
Pickup of a yard. No, maybe not even. It's practically the line of scrimmage. So 3rd and 13. Under 6 minutes to go now.
Jack trots back out to the huddle. Got the play from the coach.
Another personnel change.
Michael Job on crutches down there too, number 55.
Yeah, I saw that before.
He's got no pads on, so he came in injured.
Nair's going to stay here, or they didn't take him away.
No point having
No,
him
what
in
I
the
meant
game.
was they didn't take him to seek medical treatment. No, there's no reason to put him back in the game yet. Here comes the blitz, lots of pressure, and Jack's going to go down. Nice.
Number 52, Christopher Garcia.
The junior.
Came in
through, made a nice play.
Untouched. Came right in. There had to be a blown assignment.
We had a couple of big sacks in the first half, 2 10-yard losses and about a 7-yard loss. I think the 7 was a running back.
And the Panthers will bring on their punting unit as the clock continues to wind down. Now under 4:50 to go. But Woodbridge doesn't think they're going to punt it. The quarterback is also the punter, so I guess that.
Scoreless through 3 innings in a Yankee game.
And now he is.
He's back pretty far.
Yeah, it was 4th and a mile. I don't know why. Woodbridge didn't seem like it, although they do have
he's
return
almost
range.
back to.
Yeah, you're right, John. He's
14
way
yards back. It doesn't look like he's going to.
Play a game?
Timeout. Perth Amboy.
Perth Amboy called a timeout before they got the delay game. Maybe they realized, maybe the coach realized that, yeah, buddy, you're about 5 yards further than
I don't know if that long snapper would have made that.
Or no, unless the punter knew they were going to call timeout and he wasn't in the right spot.
Looks like the referee only turns his thing on when he says timeout.
4:13 to go. The clock has really wound down on the Barons here, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, that's what happens. You keep the ball on the ground, and there's not a lot of penalties. Although there have been a number for the Panthers. I mean, for the Barons.
I thought maybe they were intentionally letting that clock wind down so they'd have a little bit more room for the punt.
I thought about that too, yeah.
Yeah, they take the delay game and take the 5 yards.
But they did.
Of course, Woodbridge would have declined it. Right?
Yeah. They called the timeout.
Not sure why that was with 4:13 to go, ahead by 3 touchdowns.
He's still back there pretty far.
Although you're not going to need a timeout, or if you're the Perth Amboy coach, you're hoping you're not going to need the timeout. Yeah, he's way back. He's standing. The ball is on the 34. The kicker's standing at the 48.
They're not going to try another fake, are they?
He's awfully far back to try a fake, and now the kicker walks up a couple steps.
He's still too far back.
Still way back. Now he moves up a little bit more, and the kicker gets it there.
There's a whistle, though.
Snapper gets it there. Now it's going to get this one's getting into the end zone, and so the Barons will get it.
Yeah, I thought I heard it.
We got a fight going on
for
the
crying
field.
out loud. That's just stupid.
The official threw the flag right away, so he saw it.
You see Kevin Carrillo upset, and see who it was on the part of the Baron.
That could result in an ejection.
And an eligibility next week.
Yeah.
I didn't see what happened on the play, so
no, me
I saw there was some
we don't
rolling
necessarily need to see a replay of that. Officials are talking it over.
We could take a quick look at the after effects, and we just saw the people running around the court. Let me see, there we go, they're hooked up, and there we go.
Looked like they kept the block going. It's against Perth Amboy, and it's against Woodbridge, both guys.
Offsetting penalties.
I was going to say that before. That's typically what they'll do.
Yeah.
That happens in football all the time.
Yep.
They offset penalties a lot.
I think the defender stayed on that guy a little long,
yeah,
and then
exactly.
he got up.
He got up and maybe shoved him back.
Yeah.
It looked like more to me after the fact, to tell you the truth, than it was in reality. It was just a block and people getting upset about it. So
yeah, the Amboy kid was pretty angry.
Yeah. Anyway.
No ejections. That's the good thing.
So Woodbridge hopefully can come down and put a score on the board and not be shut out.
4:05 to go.
Fake putt pitch.
That's Cooper. Going to keep it himself. Cuts it back inside out to the 35, the 40. Slips a couple of tackles. He's in midfield. Breaks another tackle. He's down to the 30.
Wow.
And finally gets wrestled down by Eric Rivera, but not until he goes all the way down to the Perth Amboy 25. The biggest play of the game for Woodbridge.
55-yard gain.
Very nice effort.
It almost looked like the Amboy guy got him by the face mask to take him down, but no call.
He broke 3 or 4 tackles on that play.
Yeah.
Let's see again.
He fakes the handoff.
He just got tripped up a little bit.
Now watch.
Look at how fast he explodes.
Accelerates there, breaks
there.
it.
We couldn't get it in.
Yeah, he just got slowed down enough for the guys to catch up to him.
He'll try this time
Cooper
up the middle, and he's going to keep it. On our score sheet, or on our roster here, we have 7 as Elijah Corona, but I guess that is not correct because I hear the PA announcer. Here we go. We'll see that nice run by Cooper. Fakes it. Now here he goes. You'll see he slips. Let's see how many counticles he slipped. There's one. There's two.
Right there, he just loses a step there.
Three.
No, it wasn't a face mask. He reached back, but it wasn't a face mask. Here's Santiago.
He hands it off to Santiago. He got hit hard.
Just. Number 1 saved a touchdown.
That was a shoestring tackle.
Yeah, why are we saying Cooper for number 7? It's Elijah Corona.
The PA announcer's calling him Cooper.
Oh.
For the Barons on the Panthers, 21-yard line.
I'm assuming that he knows who he is.
I would think more than we would.
Now we got a whistle.
Offsides. I don't think the Barons were set. And a flag. I think there was some words exchanged.
Number 7.
There was a late flag in on the flags.
You guys know what it looks like.
Yeah, I just reconfirmed it. Number 4 is Cooper.
Was that number 4 or number 7?
Kiri Cooper.
Is he picking up that flag or are they going to mark it off?
7's Cooper, but all our things say Cooper's number 4.
Of course, we have 2 number 4s on our roster. Oh, and here's the updated one.
That's why, because in the beginning of the game, I looked at that thing, and Kerry Cooper is number 7. There's 2 different rosters here.
So we had offsetting penalties on.
I was hoping I wasn't spending the whole game calling somebody else Cooper.
So while you guys were figuring out the whole Cooper thing, there were offsetting penalties on the field.
Meanwhile, back at the game.
Yeah.
Not on offsetting. This one's going way back. So just when the Barons looked like they had a shot to
get some points on the board,
save some face and not be shut out, now they're back to their own 36-yard line with 2:47 to go.
You know, with the referee first did it in one direction and then did it the other, I thought he was doing offsetting. He just made a mistake.
Yeah, if he turned his microphone on.
Barons are in a big-time spread offense now.
That one guy, he just got back. He was offsides.
Salsi calls the signals. Now he rolls
left. Oh, he's in trouble.
Yep.
Look at how fast he got taken down.
There. He was in pursuit. He was a Panther in pursuit.
Nothing going right for the Barons except that big run by Cooper. I bet they don't even have 100 yards in offense today.
Clock continues to run. 2:22. Game. The result of the game not in doubt now. Woodbridge trying to
bottom of the 4th, no score.
Trying to execute, trying to develop.
Passing formation for the Barons.
Salsi is a junior, so he'll be back.
Rush again, he's taken down one more time.
Sacked by big number 57, Solomon Diallo.
Slammed to the ground.
5'11", 215. And now bring up first down for the Panthers with 1:49 to go.
I think I hear the fat lady singing.
They lost 22 yards in that series.
Woodbridge with all of its timeouts, but I doubt they'll call them.
Craig, we mentioned earlier in the box next to us, Mike with the guy with the shaved head. That's Mike Manfrees, a Woodbridge Township Hall of Famer.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Played AAA baseball. Outstanding basketball player, just all around.
He holds the Knights of Columbus scoring record, where your friend Dennis Dowd was covering him, and I was picking dude all night, and Mike peeled off 66 points.
Uh-oh, they're in the victory formation.
Yeah, they are.
And there's a penalty. What's the flag down? Somebody had to line up wrong.
I think we might have been offsides.
Either that or somebody. It was right before the snap, so somebody had to line up wrong.
No, they're motion against them. Illegal formation, yeah.
The one back should have been off the line of scrimmage. I think he moved up too close to the line, or vice versa. The one guy moved back too far.
Can only have so many people in the backfield. That's probably what it was. Guy wasn't up on the line of scrimmage.
So we'll try it again with 1:46 to go, and the Panthers will line up in the victory formation. Jack's directing a little traffic there. Doesn't want this to happen again. Takes the snap, backs up, kneels down. Woodbridge not going to call their timeouts, and so the Panthers are going to go to 3-3, and the Barons are going to drop to 2-4.
2-5.
2-5. I'm sorry.
That'll knock them out of state playoff competition.
Now what? Another?
No, he lost a few yards when he took the ball back.
1:15 to go.
I don't think
tough year for the Barons. Lost their quarterback in the first half of the first game. Playing without their best offensive weapon tonight. Playing without their best defensive player. Well, he played, but he was hobbled most of the game.
He wasn't 100%.
And he wasn't able to contribute on offense as well. Nick Nyers, who plays very well on both sides of the ball. Jack's back's way up this time.
Yeah, you got to wonder if you can start going around and running around back there, eating up more clock time.
Well, but if you do that, you run the risk of getting a hit, right? I mean, if you're gonna kneel down, I think you just kneel down.
Yeah, and the Barons aren't putting a rush on either.
And they're not calling their timeouts.
Number 74, Matt Sinelli checks into the game. A pretty big dude.
This will be the last play of the game, I guess.
I wonder if they'll even have to call it. Will they have to even snap it?
Yeah,
because there's a 30-second.
Hello.
They line up very tight.
Good suggestion.
Jacks.
They're not going to. Well, yeah, they're going to snap it.
I think they do. I mean, they don't want to stop the clock. Jacks takes the ball, backs up, keeps backing up.
And that's
and now he kneels down.
See, that's going to go against their rushing yards tonight.
Takes the snap, takes a knee.
So Perth Amboy comes into Woodbridge on senior night and comes away with a 21-0 victory.
So a tough night for the Barons.
Perth Amboy stays in playoff contention, I guess. They're now 3-3.
If you're still watching, we'll be back next week to see Colonia take on JFK in a battle of Woodbridge Township teams. Thanks for watching, folks. John McCormick, Craig Coughlin, Craig Ficarra. Thank you, gentlemen.
Good night, everybody. Good night, John.
Good night.